Amelia O'Halloran. It's November 2nd, 2018, and you're watching Cougar News Network, brought to you by Asheville Middle School Journalism.
Next week, it looks like your average temperatures will be in the mid-60s. You can expect almost all days to be partly cloudy and expect a chance of rain throughout the week.
I'll make sure to have an umbrella on hand.
Our top stories today include severe flooding in Italy, a school shooting in Charlotte, changes happening at the library downtown, and an interview with one of our AMS volleyball players.
We now turn to Will, who's reporting on the devastating floods happening in Italy.
Thanks, Amelia. Currently in the Mediterranean Sea, there are large storms which are pushing water in from the lagoon surrounding Venice and Italy and onto land. The water levels have risen over 5 feet, the highest levels in over a decade. 3/4 of the city are underwater and 11 people have been killed by the flooding so far. The government is also taking preventative measures in order to stop the flooding, such as underwater barriers. Much of Italy is under warning for flooding. This disaster shows us how dangerous flooding can be.
Thank you, Will.
Hopefully the flooding clears up soon.
Our hearts go out to everyone dealing with this damage from this natural disaster.
We now go to Liv, reporting on the recent tragedy in Charlotte.
A high school in Charlotte, North Carolina has gone through a tough time these past days. 16-year-old Bobby McKeithen, a 10th grader, was shot to death Monday, October 29th. There were many witnesses of this fight who saw Bobby get shot in the hallway. Jatwan Craig Cuffey, a 16-year-old freshman, fought Bobby and eventually killed him. Many people knew there was going to be a fight, but the students were clueless about a gun being involved. Officials say that bullying had created this incredibly devastating situation, and sources stated that different evidence on who the bully was. This horrifying event happened on early Monday morning at 7 a.m., about 10 minutes before class started. A total number of school shootings so far in 2018 is 297. It is hard to think about how many times this type of horrible event has happened in so many different schools across our country. And now back to you, Amelia.
We are thinking about everyone affected by this tragedy, including Bobby's family and friends.
Agreed. We are all very lucky to be in a safe school here at AMS.
Now we're to Ryder, reporting on some changes happening in the library downtown.
Have you ever been to the Buncombe County Public Library next to Malaprops? Well, if you have, you probably have seen the large green return box tube that has been there for the past 40 years. Due to the long time it's been standing there, it has started to rot, so the library is going to be replacing it in the next 5 weeks. This new book drop is made up of recycling aluminum, costing $5,540 for this sleek new modern book. This iconic library structure will never be forgotten. And now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Ryder.
This seems like a nice addition to our library, though I will miss the classic return bin.
Yes, the old book drop was a classic part of downtown.
Now to Stella with sports.
Hey Cougars, I'm Stella and I'm here with Ariella Valdivieso, who is number 2 on the Cougar volleyball team, and they just played in the championship game against Inca on Tuesday, which was yesterday, and they won. So can you tell us how that, who hit the winning shot?
Yes, so one of our players, Zeta, number 12, served it, it came back over, then it was sent to our outside, which was Mia, as she hit it as they lost control and we won.
Nice. So how was your team doing after the game you won?
It was really great. Everyone started getting really emotional. We stayed there, took pictures, lots of pictures, and then we went out to dinner.
Oh, that's so fun. Where did you go to dinner?
We went to Standard Pizza on Biltmore Street.
Nice. So thank you so much for answering those questions for us. And so now for today, we're done. So,
Thanks, Stella.
This volleyball season has been a blast.
Awesome job on your conference championship title. We had a few other conference winners recently, with football winning their conference, as well as girls cross country. Talk about Cougar Pride.
Here are a few more updates for the week. Remember to order your yearbook at cougarprideavl.com. It's at the lowest price of the year, so don't miss out. All first quarter and JHS hours are due on November 1st. So if you haven't gotten those in, don't forget. Also, basketball tracks for both boys and girls continue after school today.
Before we sign off, we want to take a moment to say goodbye to Mrs. Mercier. She has worked at AMS for 15 years and is retiring this week. Mrs. Mercier, do you have any words of wisdom to leave us with?
Beware of fake news. That's the biggest thing I can say to journalism students. Use trusted sources like National Geographic or the New York Times. If you are using something you don't quite trust, always look it up and double check it. This is really important in today's world because you just don't know who you can trust as far as sources go. Also, I'm turning the key over to you guys. Y'all, the journalism students, are now going to run Cougar News. So, wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mercier. You'll be missed here at AMS.
I'm Amelia O'Halloran,
And I'm Sydney Edwards.
signing off.
Until next time, Cougar family, have a roarific week.
Cougar Pride.